What's up, guys? I'm. This is my first recording, and I keep putting my hands in front of my face. You'll see that a lot. My bad. I'm gonna just say that now because it's like a normal thing for me. Um, Try not to pay attention to the camera. I guess that's gonna be the trick of the whole situation for me. Um, I'm so appalled by what happened in Vegas last night. It's crazy. Like, cause I plan on doing a trip soon to Vegas, which is something I've never done before, and it's ridiculous that I had to turn and see what I saw. I actually watched the video. So this guy Paddock, and he's apparently a 64-year-old millionaire, and he just decided, hey, I messed up, and I'm about to just start taking people out. And he gathers. They said right now it's like 19 automatic and semi-automatic weapons. First and foremost, automatic weapons are illegal in the United States. How many things are illegal in the United States and still tend to happen at this point in time? Let's be real. Um, but this is a ridiculous tragedy for me. That's I can't even fathom. At this point, matter of fact, let me look it up. I'm looking at the internet on this one. It's like over 58, 59 killed and over 527 injured at Jason Aldean. You know what I'm saying? Here's the bad part for me, at least, because if I had been there, I would have been at the Jason Aldean concert. He's a cool artist. And I don't know if I'd have watched all of them, but I definitely would have went to Jason Aldean. I've listened to him before, and I like him. So him being, this is right outside the Mandalay Bay. We'd have been walking down the strip and seen it. I'd have stopped, and he would have went off. This dude went off from the 32nd floor of the Mandalay Bay with semi-automatic or automatic weapons, and for some reason nobody sees this as a problem. Like, especially not Trump. But there is a second, there's a Second Amendment that says that we have the right to bear arms, unless you're certain people, unless you carry certain stigmas to you, unless you handle things a certain way. But no one thinks to check people's mental capacities. No one thinks to check people's background of their families and histories, and these are things that don't get checked. They don't get looked at all. You think, hey, let's check and see, does this person have any criminal background? Somebody gets into a fight when they're a teenager, and that sticks on their background. So now you got domestic violence. You don't get a gun because you put your hands to somebody when you were younger. There's just so much going on. Like, it says an official speaking to Reuters said Paddock, who had no known criminal record, had a history of psychological problems. Despite this, he bought his arsenal legally. Really? Like, this is the people we're giving guns to? This is no one did a check. Like, I remember there being an initiative on the table from Barack Obama, who felt like there should be a mental check before you get a gun. There should be a mental background check before you get a gun. And all these people fought it. And, all these people had all types of different problems with the whole process of it. But now, I guarantee you, there's people in that crowd, people who are injured right now, people who are all around this world, just looking at it like, man, I guess if they had checked his background, they would have seen that he was kind of crazy. Crazy is different to different people. Now that right there, psychological problems, and he can legally buy an arsenal, a complete arsenal. Now, there's another part. Paddock's father was a psychopathic serial bank robber who was once on the FBI's top 10 most wanted list. No one checked that. No one looked at the background. No one asked a question. No one decided that maybe we should actually do some research on him. Oh, he never had a fight. He'll be okay. No, it just wasn't recorded. It wasn't checked on. It wasn't looked at. It wasn't actually considered. And just because he has money, he might get away with some things, and it's okay. Me personally, I feel like more should have been done. More could have been done, and more would have been done had he been a different person. Now there's all these rumors of he might have been in some terroristic, situation. Yes, he's an American terrorist. He's a terrorist on American land, on American soil. That's what happened. That's exactly what happened. Now, I'm not saying let's take away everybody's guns. I prefer to carry a gun, because there's people out there with them that I need to defend myself against. My family members carry guns. I play with paintball guns. But something has to be done. Like you can look at my background. You can look into my eyes. You can sit me down with a psychiatrist, and nothing is gonna tell you that I don't deserve a gun. But there's certain people. I mean, there's people out here shooting their best friends in the face with hunting rifles. No one thought that might be a problem. It's crazy. You can get a gun for little to nothing because no one's doing that type of background check. I support the background check. I support it wholeheartedly. I believe that everyone should have to do some type of mental capacity. Or be at a certain level of mental capacity, because you carrying around a gun and you're just hot tempered, that's one thing. You have a fight in the street and you defend yourself, it's another thing. This is completely different. So we need to take a look at how things are being done and how things are not being done. We're going to have to come together as people and say that certain things need to be done. We're going to have to get the voice of those who actually make a difference. Because I can sit here all day and I can make my statements and I can say, this is how things should be done. But because of my skin and my beard and my hood upbringing from the past that I lived in, I may not be listened to. But you know what? There's people out there who are. They're out of privilege who are. Y'all, I mean, if you're not racist and you're not, against minorities and things like that, you should actually use your privilege for some good use. Use it. Come out here and say something. Stand up. I'm not saying that, be violent. Take a knee. See how that works for you. Stand by those that you actually support. Don't hide. Don't say that you're not a part of this. Because as soon as you're not a part of it, something could take place that now you have to be a part of it. If you don't stand for anything, they always say this, if you don't stand for anything, you'll fall for anything. We can't keep falling. This is starting to look like the beginning of a movie called Idiocracy. If you haven't seen Idiocracy, take some time out. Look at it. Watch it. Figure out if this is something that you might like. It's funny. It's a comedy. It really is. It's a funny movie. But when you start seeing it play out in your real life, it stops being funny. Donald Trump seems to be that common conductor of things that we don't necessarily see ourselves being into. It's not something that we see ourselves delving into. I said this before, and I said this and I mean it. I meant it. He became our president. I'm gonna stand behind him until he starts messing up. Yeah, it didn't take him long. It didn't take him long to say the wrong thing, do the wrong thing, tweet the wrong thing at all. I still kept it personal to me. I might say something to my friends. You might see me gathered around and we may talk about it. I can't keep my mouth shut anymore. He's reckless. And he's not reckless with his life. He's not reckless with his money. It's our money, our lives. And it's time for us to do something about it. Let's stop making this impersonal and make this personal. This is Big Jers from BAVB. I'm gonna sign out now. And I just want y'all to take a look and pay attention to some things, y'all. But again, this is BAVB. I've been waiting to do this for a long time, y'all. Brain and voice box. I speak my mind. Let's do it, y'all.